I will say this. Unbelievable weekend for Ken Pom. Because you guys and people can roll their eyes about the analytics and the advanced stuff and whatever else, all of these. The top 4 teams were Duke, Houston, Florida, and Auburn.
There you go.
You know who was next?
Yeah.
Tennessee. You know who was next? Bama. You know who was next? Michigan State.
Wow.
You know who was next? Texas Tech.
And that was your Elite Eight.
That's crazy that it all fell in line. Hey, shout out to
all of them.
The homie Ken Pomeroy,
Yeah,
man.
I mean the numbers were right.
Yeah.
The numbers were right, and they told us who was the best teams. I mean, this is a golden year if you're him. I mean, and then the top 4 teams all advanced. And I will say this. This is one of the things that we talked about quite a bit when the brackets were coming out. And I said, I at one point, and it proved to unfortunately be so, I was wary of playing against a 12 seed, right? I said, I don't mind being a 6 or a 7. Because a 6, you're feeding into a 3, and a 7, you're feeding into a 2. And the ones feel way different. You cannot be an 8 or a 9. That was all of our discussions for like the month leading up to the bracket, right? Just don't be an 8 or a 9. Because then you got to play one of those teams. But like the difference between the 2s and then on down was, and then what ended up proving out to be was the 2s were great too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The 2s were great too this year. I mean, St. John's is the only one that got picked off early. And that's because they got picked off by Arkansas.
Yeah.
In the way they did.
And
That's
SEC
crazy,
school,
bro.
and they were awesome all
year. It
year.
really did just go chalk this shit. Like, because I remember the tournament the bracket came out. We were like, yo, are the number 1 seeds really that much better than everybody? You know what I'm saying? Like we talked about that, and go to find out they were literally that much better.
They were literally that much better than everybody. And so Saturday will be the Final Four. It sets up for an amazing Final
It's gonna be
Four.
a good Final Four.
You
bro.
have Auburn and Florida, which is a 2.5-point line. Florida is favored in the game. I
think it's the
I wonder
Broom
if that's the
injury.
Broom thing.
They
Yeah.
also beat Auburn.
I got it.
Like, they
Yeah, it could be the
Auburn's they've got like the real revenge factor here though, because Florida beat them and Duke beat them.
Duke is a 4.5-point favorite against
Houston, yeah.
Houston. So Duke is on Ken Pom, favored to win 68-66.
and that's a Houston type of game.
That
in
is
the
a Houston
60s,
type of,
you know what I'm saying?
game. And then Florida is favored to win 81-80.
It's a fast-paced game, which
Yep.
that's what Florida wants.
So those are the 2 scores that are predicted. So I mean, if he's right about that, I mean he's got that thing at a 2-point game and a 1-point game.
Yeah. Hey,
Great Final Four.